What is going on, guys? Paul Ryan back at it again. I hope everybody's having a good end to their weekend as we're gearing up for the new week. And unfortunately, we're gearing up for the new week with a Cowboys L. Some of us are all too familiar with that feeling, right? But regardless if it's preseason or the regular season, right? You'd like to get that W. That being said, this game doesn't mean anything, right? No starters were playing. So a lot of players playing probably aren't going to be on the team by the time cut day comes. But still, it's nice to have football back, and it's nice to know that the Cowboys defense kind of keeping up where they left off right after last season with their interceptions, with their turnover ways, if you will. 4 interceptions today. I don't know how many turnovers Mike Zimmer's defense has tended to create in the past. If it's been like a turnover type of defense, but for the Cowboys to continue their ways and get 4, it's a promising sign. Now, I know there's some bad throws and it was against Stetson Bennett, but I was kind of surprised by that. 4 interceptions, man. 4 interceptions and you still find a way to lose. Only the Cowboys. As far as the offense goes, Trey Lance, we know this guy doesn't have a lot of snaps in his career, college included, especially in the NFL, but over 40 pass attempts today, got plenty of playing time. You love that. But less than 200 passing yards. Now, I know that Racey McMath had a couple of key drops. Didn't sound like his receivers were doing him much of any favors, but until I hear somebody do a film breakdown, film analysis of Trey Lance, maybe he missed some throws, maybe he wasn't processing well. We'll see, but from what I understand, his receivers didn't do him a lot of favors today. Hence the less than 200 passing yards. But he did have over, I believe, at least 25 rushing yards, kind of showing off that mobility, that rushing attack that he offers. That makes him so intriguing as a prospect. A guy that you're hoping if you can develop, can maybe be the guy that you drafted him to be. Obviously not the Cowboys, but the guy that the 49ers thought that they were getting in Trey Lance. If he could ever turn into that, man, that would be nice. But even if he were just half that, would be nice, especially as your backup quarterback. You can't base too much off of what you saw from Trey Lance today after this performance this week. Again, with all the limited snaps, but hey, we saw some moments, and that's what matters. I believe Cooper Rush though and Jalen Brooks had the best moment for the offense with that long ball play there between those two. Beautiful throw by Cooper Rush and a really good catch up from Jalen Brooks. This wide receiver corps, man, it's really interesting for the Cowboys. I don't want to get too deep into that, but looking at their skill sets and how they complement each other, what this future wide receiver room could look like is pretty exciting for sure. But just back to the defense, man. 70-yard game-winning drive to Stetson Bennett after 4 interceptions. I don't believe all of those were Bennett. Maybe they were. I believe they were. But yeah, 3 of them were. But still, just to end the game that way, to lose the game that way, it's not heartbreaking, but it's definitely disappointing. Again, anytime you take the L, it's disappointing, regardless if it's preseason or not. But hey, it is what it is. We have the Las Vegas Raiders next week, so hopefully we can bounce back. I heard Brad Sham quoting Bill Parcells, and he said that Bill Parcells had a quote saying that he, in the preseason, he'd like to go 2-2. Two victories to boost the confidence of the players, and then 2 L's so that you can get onto the players and make them better. And so I found that interesting. So we got that first L out of the way. Hopefully we can get that first dub out of the way next weekend against those Raiders. But that's about all I've got for you Cowboys-wise tonight, guys. Again, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm Paul Ryan. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.